Oh, cutie. Oh, cutie. Look, make your arms. Look at the arms. Woo! Where are you from? Oh, okay. You're nice. Woo! Dang. Yeah. Oh, I need to see this gadget that can hold two my equipment aside. Are you on TikTok?
Yeah.
What is your name on TikTok?
Current events NYC.
Current events
NYC.
NYC. Current events NYC. I like that. Current events NYC.
Thank you.
Very
You?
My name's Super Friends NYC.
Oh, there you go.
Super Friends NYC. All platforms.
Same thing here.
Current events NYC. Only on TikTok.
TikTok, Instagram.
YouTube.
Yes, yes.
YouTube.
Thank
My
you.
name is Fernando. What is your name? Eagle. Norman Ross. Super shout out.
What's up? How you doing? Good. How are you? Trying to keep the streak. Jamie. So.
Gentlemen, please, can I have a here, gentlemen? Looking good.
Try.
You wear it so proudly. You wear it so nice. Thank you,
Thank you so
officer.
much. Have a very
You're
nice day.
welcome. Hey, I know you. Where's your partner? I'm sorry. Where's your partner?
He lives in Vancouver.
Oh, okay. Hi.
He just comes in for Pride.
Oh, you
And
from Pride? Okay. Good
He
seeing
comes
you.
in a few times a year, but I'm just saying.
What kind of food is that? What animal had to sac? Did you have to slaughter for that?
It's a wild boar's tusk.
That's a huge one. What is your name?
Steven.
Steven, my name is Fernando. Super friends of yours. Bye. That's Hollywood. We have friends everywhere. These are his eyes on you. Hi. Sherry, what is your favorite sign so
I
far?
can't hear. I'm deaf in one ear, so and I don't read lips very well either.
Good, good.
But I love your hat.
Thank you. That's
Your
that's
your chapeau.
that's all I wanted to hear from you.
Oh, good.
Thank you. A king is faces. Black Phantom. Okay. Thank you. I need to go to the other side to get the American Eagle. Yes, we need to go to the other side, super friends. What is your favorite sign so far?
Go back yourself.
What about you?
Oh gosh. We love America.
A lot of signs to choose from. Thank you. See you in a bit. Oh, I love your hair. Look at the hair. Here, Barney. What is your name? I know you're not. What is it? A frog? Oh, you're a frog. Barney's cousin. Thank you. She's a frog. Is she a frog? Yes, she's a frog.
Hey, hey, ho, ho, this whole regime has got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho, this whole regime has got to go. Hey, ho, ho, this whole regime has got to go. Hey, ho, ho, this whole regime has got to go. Hey, ho, ho, this whole regime has got to go. Hey, ho, ho, this whole regime has got to go. Hey, ho, ho, this whole regime has got to go. Hey, ho, ho, this whole regime has got to go.
Oh, give me the frog.
This whole regime has got to go. Hey, ho, ho, this whole regime has got to go.
Hey, oh.
This whole regime has got to go. Hey, ho, hey, ho, hey, ho,
Hey, hey. Free speech. Is that Shane Reed tell the president that? Right. Nancy kid is. It's not your kid. Oh, big sign. Very good.
Shooting at journalists, protesters, stop releasing tear gas. They just violated the ruling and kept doing it anyway. And the judge, instead of putting people from ICE and Border Patrol in jail, said she was concerned. So I say all this to tell you there is a lot of violence and intimidation going on from the Trump administration. And there are also, I believe, at these No Kings protests today, what you're probably going to see is a lot of provocateurs. Who knows what their political ideology is? Who knows if they're getting paid? I don't know. But trying to cause disruption, trying to stoke violence so that the right could then spin a message that it's the protesters being violent. We've seen that over and over. We've seen that at Black Lives Matter protests. You've had kind of these right-wing moles, right-wing provocateurs creating the violence and then trying to pin it on the protesters. I saw that at Standing Rock. When I covered the Standing Rock protests a decade ago in North Dakota. And we've seen that throughout protests, frankly, in American history. We even saw that back in the 60s. So, you know, we'll do our best, but we're going to keep talking to people. And I am very, very...
Mainstream media isn't riding to our rescue. There's no oligarchs riding to our rescue. It is up to us to save us.
All right. We the people!
Now, recently, when I gave this warning that we are in the middle of that totalitarian takeover, one of my colleagues said, well, you know, be careful. You don't want to scare people, but you guys can handle the truth, right? You guys deserve the truth, right?
That's right.
The truth is that Donald Trump is the most corrupt president in the history of the United States of America. The truth is that he is enacting a detailed step-by-step plan to try to destroy all of the things that protect our democracy, free speech, fair elections, an independent press, the right to peacefully protest. But the truth is also this: he has not won yet. The people still rule in this country. And today, And today, all across America, in numbers that may eclipse any day of protest in our nation's history, Americans are saying loudly and proudly that we are a free people. We are not a people that can be ruled. Our government is not for sale.
No king! No king! No king! No king!
Now, I want to be honest with you about what's going on, and you know it. As we stand here today, the government is shut down, and shutdowns are painful. They hurt people. And frankly, that's why there was not a single government shutdown when Joe Biden was president and Democrats were in charge of Congress. Because we acted like adults, we negotiated with Republicans, we found common ground, we kept the government open. But today, Trump is telling Republicans that they shouldn't even show up in Washington, D.C. The House Republicans have been on an unplanned vacation from D.C. for 5 weeks. And there's a couple reasons for that. First, they're trying to cover up for rich billionaire pedophiles. But second, because Trump does think that he's a king, and he thinks that he can act more corruptly when the government is shut down. But he cannot. He doesn't have new powers, extra powers in a shutdown. The President of the United States during a shutdown, or even when the government is open, does not have the power to send masked men into our cities and pull off the streets our peaceful neighbors and throw them into the back of vans and into prisons. He never has that power. Whether it's a shutdown or not, the President of the United States does not have the power to use the FCC and the Department of Justice to censor our speech, to tell us that we cannot speak truth to power when we are protecting our democracy. He never has that power. And let me just say that I'm very proud of my Democratic colleagues who have drawn a line in the sand. And let me just speak for myself for a moment about this shutdown. I will not vote for a budget that throws millions of people off their health care just to pay for a tax cut for billionaires and corporations. And I will not vote for a budget that doesn't put some serious checks on President Trump's destruction of our democracy. In fact, no Democrat has a moral obligation to vote for a budget that just pays the bills for Donald Trump's political witch hunts. So this is a moment for the people who work with me in this Capitol to draw a moral line in the sand. And this is a moment for all of you to stand up and speak up. Listen, President Trump thinks that he can bully us into silence. He thinks that he can intimidate us into sitting this fight out. But judging by the number of people here today, judging by the number of people standing up all across this country, he thinks he can silence us, he thinks he can bully us, but he cannot and he will not. And the last thing I want to say to you is this. It's a simple thing. I get it that when you wake up for this long, and every single one of us needs to understand that when we wake up every day, we have an obligation, a duty, a responsibility to fight hard to protect that bold experiment. So I wake up every day filled with that same anger and anxiety. But I feel lucky that I am on earth at a moment where I can stand up on my 2 feet and have something to say about maybe the most defining fight of our lifetime to protect American democracy from ruin. I feel anger and anxiety, but I frankly feel joy that I have something to say and that I can tell my kids and my grandkids that when the moment came, I stood up to protect and save American democracy from ruin. And so you got a lot of awesome speakers here today. I heard a rumor that a guy named Bernie Sanders is in the house. I understand the role that I play. I'm just the opening act for Bernie, all right? But listen, I'm super proud of being here with you. I'm optimistic. I'm bullish about our ability to win this fight, and it's because 400 years ago, in the small but mighty state of Connecticut, we wrote down on a piece of paper a really simple idea. In America, the people rule. In America, there are no kings. Thanks, Washington, D.C. Appreciate it. Go out there and fight for our country.
And now, let's give a warm No Kings welcome to Mehdi Hasan, founder and CEO and editor-in-chief of the new media company, Zateo.
Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, friends, my name is Mehdi Hasan. I am a journalist, I am an immigrant, and I am a Muslim. I am everything Donald Trump loves. I am the Trump trifecta. I'm also a bit of a socialist, but shh, don't tell Stephen Miller, he alarms quite quickly. Can I just say, it is so heartwarming to see so many of you out here in D.C. today. D.C., make some noise. We need to make sure today that they hear us in the White House and in the Capitol. All week, I've heard Speaker Mike Johnson and Republican members of Congress say that this rally, the No Kings rally, is a hate rally. A hate rally. The people who can't get through a single day without hating on late-night comedians and overweight soldiers and Muslim politicians and Mexican immigrants and Palestinian refugees and black women and transgender kids and peaceful protesters and Mr. Freaking Potato Head, they are lecturing us on hate? Really? I'm not here out of hate. I'm here out of love. I'm here because I love this country. I love America. I love the First Amendment. I love our democracy. I love our diversity. Yes, our diversity. And I am not willing to sit back and watch our glorious American multiracial, multicultural, democratic experiment, our constitutional republic, destroyed by the guy from Home Alone 2. Not gonna do it. Because I did not inherit America. I did not inherit America. I chose America. I wasn't born here. I immigrated here. And we immigrants, we love this country often more than the people who are born here. Because we chose to move here, live here, swear an oath to the Constitution here. An oath that the guy down the street violates every morning and every night. The great irony is, of course, that Donald Trump is the son of an immigrant, the grandson of an immigrant, and married to an immigrant. In fact, 2 of his 3 wives were immigrants, proving yet again that immigrants will do the jobs that even Americans are not willing to do. I immigrated here from the United Kingdom. You want to talk about no kings? The UK still has a king. King Charles III. But even he has less gold in his palace than Donald Trump has in the Oval Office right now. Even King Charles has more respect for democratic norms and traditions than the whiny authoritarian man-child trying to send troops into as many blue cities as he can. This is a president who says he wants to be a dictator, but only for a day. Well, we are now 271 days into his wannabe dictatorship. He just went to see the Egyptian President Sisi, who is a military dictator, runs one of the most repressive regimes on earth. And he went there and he said, I want to praise your fantastic leadership and your low crime rates. This is who he loves. This is the autocratic leader he aspires to be. And of course, he was in Egypt hailing his Gaza peace plan, which is a ceasefire, yes, but not a peace plan. Donald Trump, the man who uses Palestinian as a pejorative, as a slur, has no plan for Palestinian freedom, no plan for Palestinian statehood, no plan for justice for the Palestinians who have been massacred and starved
and genocided and ethnically cleansed for the past 2 years, including the past 9 months of his presidency? Meanwhile, Israel for the past week has violated the ceasefire again and again, killing Palestinians with impunity. Yesterday they killed 7 Palestinian children during the ceasefire. There is no peace in the Middle East because, as Dr. King said, peace is not just the absence of violence, it is the presence of justice. So these are dark times. Genocide abroad, fascism at home. Which is why it's so crucial that we gather, we organize, we rally like this. We mobilize, we pluralize, we bring people into the tent. We register voters, we defend voters, we become voters if we're not already. And you know, they say we don't reach out to the other side. We don't reach out to conservatives or Republicans, that we're in an echo chamber. Well, let me say to every Republican and conservative watching, aren't you the ones who said no more big government? No tyranny in America? So, if you believe that, what are you doing defending masked federal agents in unmarked cars, bundling people off of the streets, including American citizens, and disappearing them? How are you okay with that? And if you're not okay with it, then come over to our side. The side of the Democrats. The small d Democrats, not the big D Democrats, not the Democratic Party. Those of us who are from all parties and none. But those of us who care about saving America so that we can get to our 250th birthday and still be free when we reach 250 years. Come over to our side. The side of no crowns, no thrones, no kings. The side of freedom, of liberty, of the Constitution. The First Amendment, the Fourth Amendment, the 14th Amendment, the 22nd Amendment, which says 2 terms means 2 terms. And if you're not worried about Donald Trump trying to stay on for a 3rd term, you should be. He's literally selling merch. So I worry about free and fair elections in 2028. But then I say, why should I worry? I see all of you here today. What is there to worry about? We here today are not spectators. We are citizens. We are not bystanders, we are proud and patriotic Americans. And we Americans, we the people, will not allow our country to be taken over by demagogues and dictators. We will not stand for it. So let me ask you this. I need to hear you. Are you willing? Are you willing? Answer this. Are you willing to sit back and let Trump shred our freedoms? I can't hear you, DC. They need to hear you in the White House. Are you willing to let Trump shred our freedoms? Are you willing to sit back and bend the knee to fascists and white supremacists? Are you willing to be the Americans on whose watch democracy died? Good. Because people power is our last line of defense. Remember this. Donald Trump has never, ever, not in 3 elections, won a majority of the vote. Never. And I'll say this to you. I'll say this to you. Here's the math that they are scared of. There are more of us than there are of them. We are the majority. Say it with me. We are the majority. They're not loud enough today, Dean. Come on. Louder. We are the majority. Yes, we are. And we have no intention of losing our country, our democracy, our freedoms to that twice impeached convicted criminal and his gang of grifters. No way. We will out-organize them. We will outvote them. We will outlast them. Because when I see you all out here today, in your thousands, in millions across the country, I have hope. I have faith that America can defeat this fascist threat, this authoritarian mania, this MAGA cult, and save our freedoms. And I also have faith and hope that one day soon, the Palestinians will be free. Thank you very much for your time. God bless you all.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a warm Washington, D.C. welcome to Deirdre Schiefling,
Chief Political and Advocacy Officer of the American Civil Liberties Union, who leads the ACLU's policy, campaigns, and organizing work to fight for civil rights and liberties nationwide. And Sarah Parker, Executive Director of Voices of Florida.
Hello, everyone. Hello, DC. You look so beautiful. I wish you could see yourselves from here. You look amazing. You look powerful. I'm Deirdre Schieffeling. I'm the Chief Political and Advocacy Officer for the ACLU, the American Civil Liberties Union, and a proud Washingtonian. I'm so thrilled to be here with you, my community, today, doing the most patriotic and American thing that we can do. Peacefully, lawfully protesting the Trump administration's abuses of power and exercising our First Amendment rights. After all, our country has a 250-year-old history of disagreeing in public, and we are not about to stop now. For more than 100 years, the ACLU has defended our country's freedom, especially the First Amendment freedom of speech. It's not just our opinion that everyone is entitled to their beliefs without fear of punishment. It's in our country's Constitution. It's the cornerstone of our democracy. Our basic American freedoms are not something that any president can take away from us. So why is Trump trying? What is he so afraid of? This moment is so much bigger than a political disagreement. It's about standing up for our rights and the future of democracy. The democracy we want is a country of freedom, a country of equals, a country of due process and laws that apply to everyone. Not a country where masked ICE agents kidnap people out of their beds in the middle of the night, where they zip tie terrified children together. No. Not a country that tells schools and universities to teach ideology instead of facts. And certainly not a country that sends armed troops into our cities to scare us into silence. I refuse to allow that version of our country to take hold, and I know you do too. The courage that we are creating here today across the nation is contagious. It's powerful, and it's exactly what they're afraid of. I want to tell you something I've learned. The best way to
Citizen versus refugee. It's about our common dreams. That's how America should be. It's not about cis versus trans. Them or they or he or she. It's liberty of the icing. That's how America should be. It's not just about the floods or fires, rising temps or rising seas. It's about sustaining life. That's how America should be. Pay the rent or pay the bills. Healthcare versus whether you eat. It's about the right to thrive. That's how America should be. It's not about blue versus red. Sometimes young or old or white or black.
It's billionaires against all of us. It's billionaires against all of us. And now it changes. It's time to take our country back.
Yeah!
It's time
To take our country back.
It's time to take our country back. It's time to take our country back.
Yeah!
You sound powerful, Boston, when you sing. There's so many issues bombarding us that it's hard to keep track. We want to remind ourselves that just a few weeks ago, the threat to the First Amendment of the Constitution felt very, very real and present. And so we're singing this next song to remind us of the 5 rights that are enshrined in the First Amendment of our Constitution. And here's your part. The words are, nobody gonna hold us back. They might be on the screen. Are they on the screen?
Yeah.
All right, so we'll teach it to you. Nobody can hold us back.
Nobody gonna hold us back.
No bully gonna knock us down.
No bully gonna knock us down.
No fear gonna silence us.
No fear gonna silence us.
No order gonna shut us up.
No order gonna shut us up.
And here it is, one line at a time. Nobody gonna hold us back.
Nobody gonna hold us back.
No bully gonna knock us down.
Nobody gonna knock us down.
No fear gonna silence us.
No fear gonna silence us.
No order gonna shut us up.
No order gonna
Put it all together. Nobody gonna hold us back. No bully gonna knock us down.
No fear gonna silence us.
No order gonna keep it going now. Nobody gonna hold us back. No bully gonna knock us down. No fear gonna silence us. No order gonna shut us up. Nobody gonna hold us back. We're getting our drum set. Us down. No fear gonna silence us. No order gonna shut us up. Nobody gonna hold us back. Nobody gonna shut us down. Nobody gonna silence us. Nobody gonna silence
Let's go, let's go. No kings, no kings. All right. Give it up for B-Vocal. Give it up for for the Good Trouble Brass Band. Give it up for the No Kings movement. So the organizers of today's events, we got 50-51. Give it up. Woo! We've got Indivisible Mass. And an organization that is near and dear to my heart, an organization that is on the front lines of the liberation and justice fight, protect.
Crystal clear, and they won't be able to ignore it. There will be no kings in America. Not today, not tomorrow, not ever. Thank you.
Please welcome to our stage Oliver Marino from Immigrant Legal Resource Center and member of El Colectivo de Familias Migrantes, and Afeni Evans, community organizer with the Fair Budget Coalition.
Thank you. Good morning. Earlier this year, as the Trump administration began its anti-immigrant attacks from the White House, the Colectivo de Familias Migrantes, a group of DC families and organizers, came together to find community and ways to protect each other. We knew what was coming and why we needed to fight back, organize, and take care of each other. In the last few months, we have witnessed mass ICE agents, National Guard, and DC's own Metropolitan Police Department work together to abduct our community members. People have been detained while going to work, at local parks, in front of schools. Hundreds of people have been separated from their families, their loved ones, and our community. This is still happening. Just a few blocks from here, people have been racially profiled, handcuffed, and put in vehicles and taken. Sometimes, they're transferred to detention centers hundreds of miles away in states like Louisiana, Alabama, and Georgia, away from family and away from legal counsel. And to be clear, here in DC, the anti-immigrant attacks have come not only from the White House, but also from our own mayor, Mayor Bowser. Mayor Bowser tried to repeal DC's Sanctuary Values Act, a local law that limits collaboration between MPD, the local police, and ICE. But while politicians have failed us, it's been DC residents that have stepped up. We have seen our people go out and film ISIS abuses in the streets, share Know Your Rights information, provide mutual support to families of people detained, and organize to protect their immigrant neighbors. This is the moment to show solidarity, to reject attempts to dehumanize and criminalize our immigrant community, to hold our elected officials
quite work out. It was a military dictatorship. Yikes. It was abolished in 1848, and a second republic was established. But that one didn't quite fit. So the third republic was erected in 1870. That republic didn't smell right, though. So they tried a fourth republic in 1946. And the republic that we are witnessing right now in France was established in 1958. My fellow Americans, I'm here to tell you that the social contract in this country has been broken. Decades of movement work, progress, and struggle have been wiped out by Christian nationalists who seek dominion over every aspect of our lives. Long before ICE started terrorizing our streets, the police were gunning down black people in their homes, their cars, and in the streets in front of their communities. The construction of cop cities and the strengthening police state have threatened our urban centers for years. This current escalation in state violence is nothing more than an extension that the violence that marginalized communities have been bearing the brunt of. This republic was sold as our American dream. Home of the free, land of the brave. Yet, it has produced the outcome that we are currently experiencing. A system that edifies oligarchs and creates false monarchs. The society that we live in is what got us here. It is what brought us to this fever pitch. But we do not have to stay here. Now, more than ever, we need to reimagine a society that holds all of our humanity to the highest priority. We need a humane economy. We need well-funded public education. We need affordable housing and health care that does not bankrupt families that are just trying to get by. We need strategic youth investment in music, arts, and recreation. Our children need access to full, clean water and fresh food. In this moment, we need community, we need compassion, we need love and radical imagination, and most importantly, we need each other. Because the social contract has been broken, but we, the people, must revive it. We, the people, can be stewards for a land of the free. We, the people, can be brave and make this broken house into a home for all of us. Because we are the source of power in this country. Our labor, our taxes, and our faith keep this system going. So we must have the revolutionary hope that collectively we, the powerful people, have the capacity to create something better. I'm here to tell you that we must be audacious in our pursuit of fulfilling that generational mandate. Because with public sentiment, nothing can fail. And without it, this system cannot succeed.
And now, welcome to the Snow King stage, an American science educator, engineer, comedian, television presenter, inventor, keynote speaker, and author. He is a respected champion of scientific literacy who has challenged opponents of evidence-based education and policy on climate change, evolution, and critical thinking. Please welcome Bill Nye, the Science Guy.
We love that song, Hello DC. Fellow citizens, it is wonderful to see so many of us out here today. We are here for the same reason our ancestors gathered here in 1776. We want our government to run without a king. Our government is based on ideas embodied in the Constitution. Among other remarkable features, it guarantees our freedom to speak, as we're doing here today. Rather than doing one monarch's bidding, we have agreed to form a democracy, to work together, and to follow the laws that derive from it. No thrones, no crowns, no kings. As many of you know, I am a native Washingtonian. I grew up here within the city boundaries. And when you grow up here, the affairs of the federal government are very much a part of your life. I remember well sitting on my father's shoulders and waving to astronauts as we, as a nation, celebrated their accomplishments back in 1964. In 1964, that was the first year my parents could vote for president as citizens of the District of Columbia. We still do not have voting representation in the district. Someday, perhaps. I remember well Martin Luther King's dream and Resurrection City, the plywood structures on the National Mall erected to house protesters who came to town demanding equal rights and opportunities, barely a month after Dr. King had been assassinated. I remember well the Vietnam War. The mall was shoulder to shoulder, much as it is today. Traffic stopped citywide. The protest movement expanded. There were protests around the country, and the war was ended. We are protesting in the same fashion today. Only today, the stakes are higher. Rather than abandoning a war against an elusive, perhaps sometimes imaginary foe, we are confronting the possible end of our republic. We are here to tell our lawmakers that what's going on in our government is wrong. They must stop the abuses of this petulant president and his circle of sycophants. No thrones, no crowns, no kings. This president and his associates cannot tolerate dissent. To them, our free speech is frightening. They are arresting people and denying due process in courts. They tried to silence television hosts. They're trying to fire indict civil servants, prosecutors, judges, even their own cabinet members. But in this land, these sorts of actions are not new. In 1776, our ancestors had had enough. They declared independence from a king by means of a document stored safely right over there on Constitution Avenue in the National Archives. Although it was conceived 249 years ago, the Declaration of Independence describes a train of abuses connected with an absolute authority, a king with absolute power. No thrones, no crowns, no kings. Their king had refused to honor the law. Their king had refused to let lawmakers be elected. The king had made court judges dependent on his will. They cited the king sending, quote, swarms of officers to harass our people. Their language referred to, quote, cruelty and faithlessness scarcely paralleled in the most barbarous of ages. Their king was trying to, quote, render the military independent and superior to civil power. Our founders even censured King George for cutting off trade with all parts of the world. Did these actions sound familiar? 249 years later, no crowns, no thrones, no king. In short, the founders believed their king was, in their words, quote, totally unworthy to be the head of a civilized nation. No thrones, no crowns, no kings. Although the United Nations has been the world's leader, and although the United States has been the world's leader in science for decades, They do not promote the progress of science. They suppress it to the detriment of our health, well-being, and international competitiveness. It is a formula for failure. How did we get here? It hasn't been one instance of abuse of the power of executive order by this president. It hasn't been just one twist in a court ruling. Instead, it has been years in the making. Enabled by this president, a group of Confederates has worked together to undo many of our traditions and understandings of fairness and of citizens' rights. And they've done this through an odd legal tactic to overwhelm our court system with legal game after legal game, trying to hold or impound money secretly in order to let legal deadlines pass, to pretend that people they don't know who are from different backgrounds are somehow not quite citizens and not worthy of respect under the law. No thrones, no crowns, no king. Let us now raise our voices. We are here demanding a return to the rule of law. Let the world know that we will suffer no king. We will put the United States back on a course to lead the world in fair governance. Together, no thrones, no crowns, no kings. Thank you all. Let's change the world.
Ladies and gentlemen, now please welcome Ai-jen Poo, a care advocate and organizer who serves as Executive Director of Caring Across Generations and President of the National Domestic Workers Alliance and Care in Action, and Randi Weingarten, President of the American Federation of Teachers.
Hello, DC! Let me hear you say no kings! I'm so proud to share the stage today with my brilliant friend and sister hero, Randi Weingarten. And I bring greetings from the great city of Chicago. And I bring love from the caregivers all over this country, caregivers and workers who guard the safety and well-being of our children and enable the dignity and agency of older people and disabled people in our lives all over this country. We are out marching in cities and towns all over this country today because we see what's happening. Parents unable to afford life-saving medicine for their children. Caregivers losing their health care and their ability to take care of the people they love. Disabled people forced into institutions because their caregivers have been taken by ICE. Mothers violently torn from their children by armed, masked men with no due process. This administration has broken the law, lied, stolen our care, and is attempting to steal our constitutional rights and freedoms. They think that they will get away with it. They will not. There are no kings in America. And you know what else I see? I see parents, caregivers, and teachers working together to make sure that immigrant children can go to school safely. I see unions and families organizing together and winning. In states like Michigan, where 32,000 home care workers just won a union. And in New Mexico, where child care is now free for push for a good life for our families in America.
Welcome to Alteryx One, a self-service analytics platform that makes it easy to automate analytics at scale and enable better decisions across all of your critical business functions. Prep and blend your data, build robust machine learning models, and let our AI engine discover and explain new insights faster, all directly through your web browser. The best part? Alteryx meets you where you are, whether on-prem or in the cloud, with support for all major cloud hosting platforms, coupled with local regional hosting across all major regions. Integrations with a wide variety of data connectors allow you to access all of your data anytime, anywhere. And
But that's why one of the reasons I fell in love with the man was how he loved his mama, how he loved his daughter.
And what I've just been told, that in New York City, there are more people in Times Square than there are on New Year's Eve. I want to thank my colleague and friend and sister, Ajen, for all of her advocacy. And she knows, like I know, you cannot do any of the things that Ajen talked about if we do not have a democracy. And today, we are saying we are fighting for our democracy. We in the labor movement are fighting for a democracy and a voice in it so we can secure a better life for all working people. All of God's children. Better wages, affordable health care and child care, good schools for children, and a secure retirement. Tell me, what is radical about all of that? But today, I speak not only as the proud leader of a 1.8 million member union of people who make a difference in the lives of others.
I feel like it's going to get better eventually.
Yeah.
It don't rain for too long.
Do you guys think Trump's doing a good job?
Sir, I don't know. Not really, no. Because I don't like...
What sending all the people home. They not really even doing shit here.
I'm not even talking about that. It's a bunch of shit I don't like. I don't like how...
No, and he taking shit away from the blacks and all that. Like, he doing a lot of weird
What's he taking away from blacks?
Damn. I just seen that shit. Damn. Let me...
Because I know what I'm talking about.
What did he take away from?
Go to him. Let me rethink my thoughts.
Okay. Do you know what they're taking away from the blacks?
No, I ain't say that. I don't like how we funding Israel. I don't like that because it's like they talk so much shit about us. And it's like, what are we helping them for? Because then what if, I forgot who they're into it with. Russia, right? Russia or whoever
Putin's against Ukraine right now.
Yeah. So
I don't like the idea of us sending like billions of dollars to other countries as well. I don't like the idea of sending billions of dollars to
Israel. That could come back on us.
Israel.
Like, what if they wake up like, damn, they helping our enemies out. Let's bomb them.
Yeah.
Like they put a lot of people at risk.
And like the war in Ukraine, for instance, that's the war you're talking about. The war between Putin and Ukraine, Russia and Ukraine. Now it's like when Biden was in office, the United States was just giving them like up to, I think it was around $40 billion they just gave to Ukraine in weaponry. So like we were essentially fighting that war on behalf of Ukraine by giving them the weapons for free. We were just giving it to them. Now that Trump's in office, something I think is kind of cool is like I don't like the idea that the war's going on, but instead of us giving weapons from Ukraine, we sell those weapons to NATO, and then from NATO, and then Ukraine gets those weapons from NATO.
Yeah, that's more.
And so then we're not just giving out money. Instead, we're actually like selling, which still sucks that we're selling a war, but at least we're not just giving away your dollars, their dollars.
It's just like I just don't feel like we should be helping. I'm not saying
we got a little kid leading the chant. Look at him. Look at that little kid.
Not.
They got songs. Dude, they got songs for this shit.
And a lot of this protest has been found to be funded by people like George Soros as well. Like a lot of outside organizations are funding this.
A lot out here.
Oh yeah.
Oh, so this like normal for y'all. Y'all don't even care no more.
We had it one time, but that was it. It's not like a frequent
City
thing.
really closed down for this.
Yeah. That's why they have it all. That's why you see a lot of people using the same signs. You'll see people. They have their own like traffic people. They have their own leaders, their own organizers, because a lot of these people get paid. Not. I wouldn't say like these people right here are getting paid, but like the leaders of the protests that organize everything, they get paid like 70 to 80K a year.
80K a year.
Yeah.
To just host these.
Yeah.
Damn.
How often do these protests?
This is their second No Kings protest, but in New York City there's a protest every day, pretty much. And so getting back to your point, what is that Trump taking away from the blacks?
I forgot, bro. I forgot. You just got to stall me on that one.
I don't think he's taking anything away from y'all.
I don't think he's taking away, but he like switching things.
I know a lot of people were upset with like what they did with like the food stamps and
I like that. No, I like that. I'm all for that.
Cause like get rid of the junk food, right? We want to be healthy.
I see.
And get
the
people
last
off
thing
the
I heard about
dependence.
that was he said he's not taking it away, but after 2 years you gotta get off of it. I like that because it's like we all grown, we all got the same 24 hours. I mean, unless you got a disability, that's understandable. But like we all grown, we all got the same 24 hours. You need to get up. People need to stop being lazy. I like.
What about the?
Yeah, I like that too. Where do you guys live here in the city?
No, we don't live out here. We're from Philly.
Philly? Yeah. Because like for instance, like if you eventually become dependent on a food stamp or become dependent on Section 8, they're never gonna go out and make something of their life.
And I'm not talking about for the people that. I'm not talking about for the people that actually need it. I'm talking about for the people that.
Who just got booked for selling food. She was running a business off food stamps.
Yeah, I like that. It's like I said, it's certain things I like and I certain
so
things
people
I don't
get it
like.
twisted where they're like, well, they're cutting funding for something like food stamps, but in reality they're saying, all right, we're gonna give you guys this time, and then you got to get off it because
also I feel like if you're gonna do that though, at least put some programs into place, like as far as like helping people get jobs and stuff. If you're gonna do that, and what else was I about to say?
Or make food programs. Instead of giving motherfuckers food stamps so they could
Just
buy
giving them
junk,
the food so they can't finesse.
Get them meats and stuff they need to eat.
Yeah, so that way they can't be going and buy like
all that junk. Like it's people who really don't eat healthy out here. Like no fruit, none of that.
You guys
no
all eat.
vegetables.
You guys eat healthy. You guys athletes right here.
I no more. Not no more.
You were.
Yeah.
Awesome. Hey, well, you guys keep it up. Stay safe. Enjoy your guys' time here in New York City. God bless you guys. Nick Shirley on YouTube.
Nick Shirley.
Yeah, we got like.
It's with a C or an S.
Like Shirley Temple. We got 13,000 in the chat right now.
Oh, what?
Oh, you on live right now?
Yes, sir.
No, damn what they say. They probably, I hope they're not.
Yeah, uh-oh. Let's see what the chat's saying.
Like
Let's see what the chats are saying. Let's see. Y'all.
Did that say ACGs?
Get your laws off my money, they're saying. El America, El Mexico. Big up, lads. They like you guys.
Future rap stars. Damn.
You talking about
I'm not a rap star. I'm in college.
What are you going to college for?
I'm a business administration major.
That's what's up. Dude, you're going to be successful.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
So.
Is this your little brother?
Damn. We're the same age.
Dang. We should follow in his footsteps. He's doing good.
I am, bro.
What are you doing?
Right. Shit. I was just doing the trade.
You almost at $1 million.
Yes, sir. Go ahead and sub.
I just sub. I got you.
Hey, God bless you guys. Hey, stay safe. Appreciate you all.
Be careful out there.
Have a good one. Thank you. I will. Thank you, Deanna. Thank you, Prismo. Thank you, Lindsay. Thank you, Olga. I really like those guys. Those guys were really cool guys. My grandfather. Okay, let's get back into the belly of the beast here, everybody. Okay, so that frog. If somebody in the chat could tell me what the frog is symbolic of. What are you saying?
No hate, no fear. Immigrants are welcome here. 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 No hate, no fear.
Boom. Thank you, sir. He's going loud and proud. How are you guys doing? Hate will not make America great, their signs say. Something we can all agree on right there. Let's see, who shall we go talk to now? It's always good seeing some support out here. Let's see, who are we speaking to next? Uh-oh, someone's yelling. There's gotta be something wild happening. People are yelling up here. Let's see. Who's?
But the bottom line is, we're good?
And it's a syncing issue. So when I change the battery, the sync unit off. So I'm gonna turn this off and turn it back on. If not, we're gonna have to start streaming.
All right. So should I tell the audience we'll be right back?
Yeah, you can just let them know. They watching it, so they should see the syncing issue.
All right. We're working out whatever tech issue, so hang with us for a second. Hello.
Colin just called me and told me it was a syncing issue.
Okay.
I'm just turned off, turned back on.
Last Wednesday, I thought I saw you. You're the only super friend. You're the only bona fide super friend I saw in the chat that day.
No, the Francis Perkins song.
Here. Excuse me. Thank you. 14th Street. Alan Oath, thank you. I'm going to see a Halloween parade soon. Now we broke 200.
Let them know we're gonna have to restart the stream because the battery was down. Each battery got about 154 minutes, so we used up that first one. So now, because it's not a sync, you guys are not using a streaming like song.
I'll tell them. So, hey, I said we're independent. I didn't say we're perfect. We're having a little technical issue. We're going to shut down and we're going to boot right back up. So just come right back to the channel in a couple minutes. We'll be back up live.
So if y'all
and sisters, they've been using that divide and conquer tactic, and they're still using it today to keep us divided, all of our communities. But I've got some good news for you. Because what I know is this: if divide and conquer is one of the oldest tricks in the books, then by definition, one of the most revolutionary acts of resistance is simply to be united. For us to stand together, to sing together, to laugh together, to cry together, to fight together. Power to the people, yes, because what I also know is this: their hate cannot beat our love. And when I talk about our love, I'm not talking about a Valentine's Day kind of love. I'm talking about a radical love. I'm talking about you might have to flip over the money changes tables kind of love. I'm talking about a love that is merged with power, because those two things are not opposite, they go together. As Dr. King told us, power without love is reckless and abusive. But love without power is sentimental and anemic. That's what I'm talking about. He went on to say that power at its best is love implementing the demands of justice. And justice at its best is power correcting everything that stands against love. That's what we need. And when we have that kind of love and power, when we walk in that kind of love and power that sees all of our communities, from Vermont all the way to Memphis, from LA all the way over to DC, especially Southeast DC. When we walk in that kind of love and power, there ain't nothing that I want to be, a small, petty dictator. There ain't nothing that he can do to stop us. Because when
when we walk in that kind of love and power, there's nothing that we can't do. But we've got to believe. We've got that power. Do y'all believe? Do you believe? Let me hear you say, I believe. Let me hear you say it with all your heart from the depths of your soul. Say, I believe. Let me see you put a fist up and say it so loud that the wannabe small man in the White House can hear you say, I believe. And when we believe, then we will truly build the society that we want. And that society will have no kings. Thank y'all.
Now please welcome Jay Brown, Chief of Staff for the Human Rights Campaign, and Sean Skelly, former Assistant Secretary of Defense for Readiness in the Biden administration and co-founder of Out in National Security.
Hello, DC! My name is Jay Brown, and I'm with the Human Rights Campaign, the nation's largest LGBTQ civil rights organization in the country. And I'm here today as a proud transgender American. I'm here to say this is my country too. You know, like so many of you, I came here today with my family and friends. My twin sister is somewhere out there in that crowd of people. And growing up, she fit the mold of what people expected. You could say I broke the mold, but our parents loved us just the same. You know, we didn't know anybody transgender. We didn't even know the word. But they gave us the love and the support that we needed to thrive, and now I'm a dad with an amazing family of my own. And I gotta tell you, that's what freedom looks like. The freedom to live, and to be, and to raise our families as we see fit. But this president, he has a darker vision for America. One where our families are told how to parent their children. Where our doctors are forced to forego their oaths to do no harm. Where the government is ripping families apart and hurting our people. They're cutting billions of dollars from HIV prevention and treatment. They're banning our books. They're firing teachers who use a student's nickname. And they're firing gay workers who put a pride flag on their desk. But we're all here because we believe in a better America. We believe in a country where kids can get a quality education free from bullying. Where love is love. Where freedom is afforded to all and not reserved for the wealthy few. That is America at its greatest. That is our America. And on behalf of HRC's 3.6 million members and supporters, I'm here to say that America does not and will not ever have a king. The truth is, no one rally is going to save us. No court ruling, no single election will save us. We have to save ourselves. We have to build workplaces that are safe, classrooms that are welcoming, communities where we see each other not as our enemies, but as our neighbors. And we must always resist the temptation to believe only in the worst of this country. Are we scared? You know, we have the power to build a better tomorrow. LGBTQ plus people, we live in every zip code and are from every background. We were born here and we immigrated here. We come from red families and from blue families. And we are here to say that this is our America too. No one knows that better. No one knows that better than my friend and a tireless public servant who's on stage with me today. A true patriot who knows the cost of freedom. I'm proud to pass the mic to former Assistant Secretary of Defense for Readiness and our HRC board member, Sean Skelly.
Good afternoon, DC. As Jay said, I'm Sean Skelly, a retired Navy officer, a former Assistant Secretary of Defense and I serve on the board of the Human Rights Campaign. I'm an out, proud trans woman who loves our country, who's put my life on the line for our country and our rights. And I will fight for it now using all the rights that the Constitution gives us, and I swore an oath to defend. I was proud to recently serve alongside thousands of transgender service members who have served with honor, skill, and courage. They have protected us while their own Commander-in-Chief and Secretary of Defense have vilified them and denied their right to exist. Anyone who serves in uniform deserves so much better than what this tainted chain of command has to offer. This administration targets these brave Americans because of its wanton campaign to drive me and all of my transgender brothers and sisters out of our country, out of our society, out of the protection of our laws.
Y'all got dreams, y'all want things.
This wannabe autocrat can't allow transgender Americans to serve honorably and successfully in our military, which is the highest regarded institution in America, when they have chosen all transgender Americans, already some of the most at-risk and vulnerable people in this country, to be their autocratic other. The people to be feared, scorned, and blamed because of their shameless lies, hateful lies that they tell about the danger that trans people supposedly bring to our society, and somehow upset the utopia that the dear leader promised us is around every corner. The American people respect those who put on their uniform, who protect them, and serve at the risk of their lives for people we don't even know. We're here today because generations of Americans have bet their lives and their families' future on the promise of a more perfect union. The oath I took 10 times over 35 years of service in uniform and as a civilian means to every person who ever took it in good faith, and I'm going to quote the former chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, Mark Milley, we don't take an oath to a king or a queen or to a tyrant or dictator. We don't take an oath to a wannabe dictator. We don't take an oath to an individual. We take an oath to the Constitution, and we take an oath to the idea that is America, and we're willing to die to protect it. To put it simply, no kings. We demand justice for our transgender service members. We demand justice and civil rights for every transgender American. We demand justice and democracy for every single American. No kings. Thank you.
And now, please welcome to the stage, Nene Taylor, Executive Director of Harriet's Wildest Dream, and Kaya Chatterjee, Executive Director of Free DC.
Welcome to DC. I ain't hear y'all say welcome to DC. I'm Nene Taylor. I'm the co-founder and executive director of Harriet's Wildest Dreams, named after our ancestor Harriet Tubman. I am also the co-founder of Free DC. I was born and raised right here in Southeast Washington, D.C. As many of you know, we are in a state of grief for the loss of our freedom fighter, Assata Shakur. We honor her life, her courage, and her teaching. She told us that we need a revolution of the mind and a revolution of the heart. These words still lead me because this work begins in how we show up for one another, how we care for one another, and how we show up for one another. Washington, D.C. is a black home. We come here to Washington, D.C.
That is what you came here to Washington, D.C. That's what you're stepping into. A home built by black hands, held together by black love, guarded by generations who refuse to leave. The people of D.C. have been teaching, protecting, and fighting for this city long before most of you start paying attention. We have been living and breathing the consequences of racist policies, displacement, and over-policing since post-Civil War. We have been demanding and calling for D.C. to become a state. We need D.C. statehood now. D.C. statehood now. D.C. statehood now. On Monday, our Freedom Watchers were up at the D.C. courts until the cell block closed 2 o'clock in the morning. They were watching hearing after hearing after hearing of our neighbors being kidnapped over the weekend. We also have 300,000 black women who have been fired in the last few months. Most of those are federal workers right here in the district. And we just listened to lawyers argue at the Supreme Court that fixing the system to make it fair for black people somehow harms white people. This is what we're up against. This is what we are up against. Black people freedom is being threatened by a felon democracy and have been punched by white fragile supremacy. Here in D.C., we have been organizing, protecting, and building long before cameras arrived. If you want to help, listen to those who have been doing this work before Trump became in office, before all of this came to play. Listen to the ones that's been on the ground ever since 400 years ago. I see all of you right here, and y'all see me. All of the applauses, and yet, when you all call to meet, when I call you to meet impacted black people, where will you be? Ask yourself, where will you be? Will our movements need funding? Where will you be? When you are invited to teach, to share your skills, to support, strategize, and to defend black people in public, where will you be? Solidarity is measured by what you do when you are called forward. Community is responsibility, structure, and work. It's both the noun and the verb. It's the people, and it's the people in motion. It is how we build safety for each other. It's how we keep us safe. Who keep us safe? We keep us safe. Who keep us safe? We keep us safe. Black people have been carrying the moral weight of this world for generations. We have stood in the gap for every fight against oppression, from Palestine to right here in D.C., because we believe everyone deserves to be free. We are not free until all of us are free. And I'm going to leave you. Assata Shakur taught me once again, weapons of mass instruction and weapons of mass love. She said it's not enough to change the system. We must change ourselves. That kind of change requires that we hold the line for one another. Protest black people in public and in private. I see you. I see your faces, just like you see mine. Will you tomorrow? Where I see you tomorrow? Where I see you next month? When more of our rights are being stripped and more of our black bodies are put in cages. Don't watch from the shadows. I charge you. I charge you to be on the front lines. I charge you to fight. And we will not end because the day won't end with this stage when the stage come down and the cameras leave and you return home. The fight for our collective liberation is not contained to this presidio of the media attention today. So again, ask yourself, where will you be? My charge is you don't comply. I want you to say no to the kings. We call them oppressors.